The following program is produced through the community television facilities of Saugus TV. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of Saugus TV, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello, my friend. This is your friend, the Disgruntled Italian, or the return of the Disgruntled Italian. I am in incognito here. You can see from my glasses, So now I'm going to take them out and say, okay, no more incognito. And I would like to get right on business here. We're going to be busy. This episode. A few days ago, I start reading a book. The book title is Strong Men: How They Rise, Why They Succeed, How They Fall. The author is a person that I saw on a television show a few months ago, and he gave me a very positive impression. So I decided to buy it, but I didn't have the time to read it. So I'm not a fast reader, and I don't like to be a fast reader. I want to absorb what I read. And this author, her name is Ruth Ben-Ghiat. She's very nice, and she's a professor in the New York University. She's teaching history and Italian studies. So, from what she was saying in the book, only I read a few pages. So I still, but I know part of the contents of the book. And she's actually in line with what I'm saying, for now, over a year or even more, the fact that Trump is trying to become a dictator. But he's got some drawbacks on that. The drawbacks are the fact that the United States is a very big country. It's not like any of those countries that they experience dictatorship, except for Russia and China. But those nations, they have their own history. It's not quite as every world nation. They have a different history. Their own history. It's the creation, and from the creation, from the way that the nation was created, Russia by the Tsar and China by Mao Zedong, and they all were dictators. They misrepresent their political ideologies. They just worked for their own personal convenience. And everything was said and done in the nation. It has to be, something that elevates them even further. So this is what we have here today. Then we'll talk about Ukraine and this sham meeting that is going to be done on the Alaska land, which it seems like Trump doesn't even understand the meaning of it. Obviously, he's not fitted to be a president. So that's a natural conclusion. He cannot understand the ramification of the things, that he didn't think about it. If he thought about it, that would be different. Then he might know something. The outcome might be deleterious for all of us, but he knows what he's doing. In this case, it's like, reminds me of an old game we were playing when I was a kid in Italy called Mosca Cieca, which means blind flies. The flies, they go around and around. It's blinded, and when it touches or finds something, it touches, grab it, and then it changes all the rules, change the person and all that. So he's flying the same way because he doesn't know squat. It's just I mean, I'm tired to say that he's no good, but he is no good. So, okay, so Ruth Ben-Ghiat here, the professor, she's exposing Trump for what he is. He is, and we already know, but she does such a good job by writing in details and all the stuff. And she's got a list of strong men. We can call them dictator too. Strong men that through the human history did their misdeed. They ruin nation, and she's explaining how they rise through the policy of populism. That's when I say populism, it's just not a word. It's more than a word. It's something. It's almost like a science. The would-be leader has to talk to impress the average people and even the lord of the average people, because through the voting they decide the outcome, and the outcome it's very important because it's going to create the new president. And that's why today you don't hear anyone in power in the various different nations like China, Russia, and some country in Africa, that they have a dictator. They call it just, Professor Ben-Ghiat says, strong man. Strong man also means that person has got an organization that they can intimidate, they can convince, they can force people to do what he wants them to do, to bend them to their will, to his will or her will or whatever. So, and this is what the whole thing is. Now, I can see, I have, as I say, I only read a small part of it. I can see that through the fact that I like history, I can see that's almost like an unedited textbook to become a dictator. Okay, look at for Viktor Orban. They usually, as the person with those intentions, first they have to weaken the government system. Second, just as important, they have to bend their media to their will. Third, they have to get all the legislature people, the one in the parliament, they have to make sure that they are in his side, either they like it or not. So, and fourth, they have to have the army and what it's security, what it actually save or protect the nation itself. The strong man has to bend to his will or her will, that too. And plus then from there you go to the detail. Get rid of this person, that person, fire this one, fire the other one. Make sure for whatever inexistent reason or a very minute reason, doesn't matter, as a matter of fact, can be important, very blatant reason, because they are not any of those. They'll never be, because other way, if they are so blatantly incapable of doing their job, they will not be there to get rid of them. So they have to find all those minute things, and they gaslighting those to make sure that they can throw them out. That one. Now, it's a country like ours, United States of America. It has a very, very good, what you call them? You got to forgive me. Sometime I have those senior moment. Okay, the very good constitution, okay, where it's mostly all detailed. And then they are through the decades and a century or two, they have those variation, I'll call them with my words, those variation, because, society, it's nothing static. It keeps moving, changing, evolving. Therefore, they need a little bit retouch here and there, which is like they did in the last 30 years into the Italian Constitution. Maybe others, I don't know. But that one is sure, because the right wing, the Giorgia Meloni party of the Salvini parties, they're all extreme right parties, they try so desperately to make changes on the Italian Constitution. So while over here, instead, Trump doesn't even care about that. He just steps right on it and show all the disregard that he have. Unless it works on it, if it can work, he's got his own personal Supreme Court. They're going to make the changes for him. A true pretzel contorted declaration, or the Supreme Court, they make their the people to know how the things are going to be interpreted or changes, because they are smart. They have an education. They are long time on the jurisprudence field. Those are just those what I just mentioned now. It's like a smoke to make the people not to see the reality of it. Corruption, make as much as possible money, complete disregard for the people that that the very same people they elected them on power. They are completely disregard. For an example, let's see the governor of Texas, or the governor of Florida. See how much good they did for the Texan or for the Floridian. And for that matter, dear MAGA's friends, can any one of you list what benefits they got? And they can really be tangible benefits that they got from Trump's policy making so far, and including even the previous presidency. You're going to be hard pressed to find anything. But let's say if we have somebody, and if somebody has that, please email it to the Disgruntled Italian at gmail.com. And I'll be glad to read it. I'll be glad the next time to mention it in my podcast. Sure, I am impartial, because I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, I'm not of anything. I am an independent. Simply said, I have a mind of my own. And if that might cost me some trouble, well, that's me. Okay? So that is for Mr. Trump. And if you want to know more about, I will suggest for you, which is not that expensive either, to buy and read Professor Ruth Ben-Ghiat's book, Strong Men, How They Rise, Why They Succeed, How They Fall. Because they are going to fall. They are. It's guaranteed. History teaches us. And there is no one generation of dictator from the father to the son or the daughter, whoever. No, it's not like a king, even though all the powers like a king. Because one of the longest dictator in history was Francisco Franco in Spain. But no sons, no daughter, none of them. And he died of natural causes. He wasn't hanged, shot, poisoned, or whatever. No, just died of natural causes. And there are no one to inherit his place. Like Trump over here, he's trying so hard to make sure that the following generation of his family stays or get enough power, being so rich to modify all that, or I should say, I'm a little bit extreme here when I say all of them, to modify the some of the event or the rules and laws of the government of the United States in the future years. So no, we can't take this one. We are a people. We escape religious persecution. We escape political persecution. We escaped kings. No, we don't want any of those things. That's why Trump, this message is from me, Disgruntled Italian, to you. You are not gonna last. I personally don't have the power, but I certainly can speak. You do not going to last. You're a puppet of Putin. And what are you talking with Putin in Alaska? I can even imagine, and I'm going to say what I imagine. You and Putin are going to try to share and divide the nation, Russia and United States. You're going to try to divide their power, make sure that you got so much, they got so much. You're not going to talk about Ukraine. Ukraine is the last thing in your mind. You know you have the military power, so it is not even a contest. Even if Zelensky is my hero, by the way, even if Zelensky is actually a very, very good president. Very good president. Nothing like you. Okay? And I hope you got to know this. Okay, so and for everyone that listen to my podcast, spread it out, spread it around, please. So this is for this Ruth Ben-Ghiat. She's got other books, but this is the one that hit me the most. So I'm gonna finish to read. I'm a slow reader. It might take some time. I might return with the same very book if I find something interesting that I believe that you guys, my friend, would like to know. Definitely, I will take it back. And then we go to my phone over here. Come on, show me what I was watching. Well, anyway, there was a map of Ukraine highlighting the 20% that's of their land that's occupied by Putin. Now, any American, and I don't make any difference on this one, can be left, can be right, can be center, can be up, can be south, whatever. Imagine for a moment a power coming from somewhere else invading 20% of our land, which if we go by numbers, we are 50 states, 20% of 50 states, it's like 10 states. Imagine if somebody comes in, occupy the 10 states, and then say, well, those are ours. We're historically ours. That's no question about it. We took it by force, we killed people, we have our soldier died, we kill your soldiers, we did all the nasty, ruthless things that a person can do because he's got power, and then say, okay, this is mine, that's it. How would you feel, Mr. and Mrs. Americans? I am too, so it works for me too, and I don't feel good. And I'm assuming, and I don't think I'm wrong, that no American feels good to know that has to give up part of their land just because some people on the other side of the world, they decided that that's how it's going to go. Hell with them. Okay? And I am too much of a gentleman to say where they can go and what they can do. Okay, so this is it. And it hurts. It hurts seeing all these Ukrainian people suffering that much. Can you try to imagine? Just try to imagine. What would you feel knowing that some relative of yours or some mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, aunt, they got killed, either in action at the front line or maybe some drone sent by the Russia. It will never end. Okay, and if they think they can split Ukraine like previous administration, they split Vietnam, they split Korea, why splitting country for the interest of another nation? Trump, understand, you are not going to solve anything. And if you think you're going after the Nobel Prize, forget it. Okay? The people they award the Nobel Prize, they are people that they have some intelligence, they know better. You don't know squat, right? You're just gonna try to get that one, but examine yourself. How did you get there? That's count just as much as what you're achieving. And if you want to achieve something good going through against law, through crimes and stuff like that, it's not going to work. You're never going to get. That price is going to always elude you. And I don't even have the education to say, oh, okay, that's what it is. I'm not. My education is hard knocks, street education. All right? So you're going to create something like has been created in the Middle East with the Palestinian, the I don't know if I say correctly, the Jewish people, but I prefer say Israel and all that comes with it, the Arabs, the Jews. It will never end. So the solution of cede some land to receive peace is not gonna work. Okay? The people decide that one. They gotta be happy where they live. Some of these people are happy to live even to a shack. It's long if their family is okay and their family members are happy. Not always a gilded palace it produces happiness. Now, they can certainly try to show to the entire people with their painted smile on their face how happy they are, but in reality, money doesn't produce happiness. Wisdom, love, that produce happiness. Hatred, it's not. Hatred is an endless war. Get it in your mind. Change, Trump. You still have time. Change. And I don't think you're stupid. I think stupidity is your decision. You still have reasoning in your mind, and you know what's wrong and what's right. Okay? So, do the right thing. Always say, the people is good. The people wants to be happy. The people doesn't want to fight. That's where it counts. Just give them the Social Security. Give them the Medicare or the Medicaid. Okay? Just your ex-former friend, Elon Musk, or maybe a still friend, I don't know, but whatever, is alone with his fortune, he can fix the Medicare and the Medicaid and Social Security, which doesn't need to be fixed, actually. It's just a fallacy. Put it on. Okay? He's got the money to duplicate all that. But he certainly won't, because don't understand what generosity and love means. Don't understand, we used to have a president, okay, Sandro Pertini, that he used to walk in the street with no protection, didn't need it. How do you like about those apples, huh? So this is what I believe you should be aiming for it. I know I'm probably talking to a wall or into the wind. Well, my friends, this is an interesting historical time. Let's hope it ends well, because by ending well, we're all going to be okay. We don't need anybody to get killed or assassinated or whatever. You just need this craziness to end. Because America can still rebuild itself and make itself even better. Okay? Maybe all this, God decided there was a reason for it. Then maybe we don't understand. But if it is God's will, welcome, because I know after that one, better time to come. Not certainly through Trump, unless he's changing and he's listened to my suggestion. I doubt it, but I give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, so let's hope for. And let's have eyes, eyes. The infamous alien hunters, okay, to change their ways. When they see an alien that sleep on a street or maybe needs food, instead to pick him up and take him into these godforsaken places, he ask them, "Are you hungry? Do you you need something? I'll help you." That's much better than going around in mask, okay, in United States, in the street with mask and arresting people. God knows what the policeman has to say when they're going to go and arrest somebody. And they have no mask. That means they have more balls than you do, ICE people. So why don't you try that? Why don't you see? Do you need something? You need food. Then you can ask, why don't you have a job? Why you are not being a productive member of our American family? You can get much more done their way than go over there, arrest them, put them in handcuffs, take them into a truck, put them into a place, get the kids somewhere else. What is this? Okay, I'm refraining to formulate my adjective about all this and the people, ICE, that do this. Okay, as I said before, I'm a gentleman. Not that I'm not angry. Okay, I am, sure I am, and I am disgruntled. Just English is my second language. Who's more disgruntled or angry? Who's got more grit? Can anyone tell me? I'll appreciate it. Excuse me. If they send... Thank you, John, for the water. I'll appreciate it if somebody send me their opinion or their educated information who's more forceful, angry, or disgruntled. And excuse me again. Okay. So at this point in time, I would like to conclude my my podcast. Excuse me again. My podcast by saying all you heard today, my opinions, they are not opinions of an educated person that knows everything, blessed by God, which I do have some blessing, but it's got nothing to do with the podcast. The only blessing about the podcast is I'm luckier than other people, and I'm lucky to be behind a microphone where other people can't, or they won't. So, that's my blessing. Everything else is my blessing, is my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids, and all that. Those are my super duper number one unreplaceable blessing. Okay, I'm not a very, very good Catholic. I wish I was, but all my life I was where I was. So no big deal. Mine, it's just coming from the heart. Excuse me again. My coming from the heart. It's as with my age, whatever you know through experience. And through my experience, I formulated my opinion today. I will formulate my opinion tomorrow and the day after. So I thank you for all of you that you spend this time with me. You are my friends. I wish I can hug all of you. That's I like hugs. I am a sucker for hugs. I gotta tell you. So and it's like I hope that what I'm doing it helps a little bit. I don't expect to be a life changing or historical change. It's just a little bit, almost like you can even notice. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to be an hero. I don't want to be a super duper guy. No, just a guy that be able to express his opinion. So in my opinion, sometime when I talk with friends, it doesn't align, not just because I'm only an independent, but because also I grew up into a different nation. So different tradition, different, all kind of stuff. As I say, just to mention re-mention one thing that I mentioned again, the last podcast I believe is just about gerrymandering. Gerrymandering, it shouldn't be always retouched and all that, because that's like a thermometer which is measure the temperature of the body. If the body is sick, means that whoever does that one has nothing to do with the fact that the population either grows or diminished. Okay, it's the fact that their representative is either good or no good. So if it's no good, the population will diminish, and there is no need to change the district in order to get more of the same people that they think the same way, so that the politician keep his seat. No. Therefore, to me, the gerrymandering, it should be reset from the beginning and never be changed again. Whoever tries to change it breaks the law, it goes to jail. No if and buts about it. No interpretation, nothing. That's it. Go to jail. And never been barred from any federal job, federal political appointed, or all kind of stuff like that. Nothing. Because the district is where the sign of an healthy community is. If the population grows, the representative is doing well. Therefore, is entitled to represent his district. If that is not the case, but that's the opposite, then the representative is time that he pack his luggage and move out. Just to give you one example of the society which I grew up, which that's one side of the medal. The other is, unfortunately, for being fair, I have to also mention it, not to try to depict a rosy picture. We have the organized crime. It is a plague that has been there for a long, long time. And it's not just a matter of breaking the law or robbing, killing. It's a mentality. It's a way of thinking. That is the hardest part to change on people. It is possible. It is possible. And we have heroes that they give their life for that. Okay. So I grew up from a different society. That's why I don't expect to be like, to be in tune with other people talking for different kind of reason, including political. No, I understand. That's a given. But then again, even Americans among themselves, they doesn't seem like they are capable of discussing different subject and different political idea without getting a run to the gun, run to the bomb, run to this, run to that, because the other party that wasn't agree. That's stupid. That's people that they don't have no imagination and no intelligence and a very low IQ. With this one, my friend, I'd say my podcast, it's ending today. I thank you for staying with me and listen to me. I appreciate it. Again, if you have opinion or anything to say, please email to disgruntleditalian@gmail.com. disgruntleditalian@gmail.com. My podcast is ending over here. I wish you all the best. Until next time, this is Ercole, the Disgruntled Italian, saying ciao, ci vediamo alla prossima volta. Arrivederci.
The preceding program was produced through the community television facilities of Saugus TV. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of Saugus TV, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.